Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Bud back here, the old WWE fanatic. I'd like to start out this evening talking about some of WWE's women division ladies that I think are pure dinglings. Pure dinglings. And of course, my number one, Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, champion. Come on, Bliss. Too much show off and not enough wrestler. WWE, you got her thinking that she's God's gift to women wrestling. No way. No way. And that little gig she pulled Memorial Day evening, that was totally sick. That little gig pertaining to Bailey's This Is Your Life, trashy. Come on, WWE. If you're going to give her a gig, let's at least make it believable. Good Lord. Moving on to the next one. Well, you know what? I couldn't come up with the next one. I truly believe that the rest of the women in the Raw division of WWE's women wrestling are beginning to come to the conclusion that it's pro wrestling, not vaudeville. That's what I said. Pro wrestling, not vaudeville. Now, moving on to who I think are the dinglings of SmackDown. Number one, Carmel. Come on, ladies, stop all the bragging and dancing around and get down to some wrestling. If you can wrestle. And that little chigger, yeah, that's what I said. That little chigger of a boyfriend of hers. Come on, WWE. Even I can do better than that. And you know what? Do better even when I start out with a quart of Jim Beam down my gullet. That's ridiculous. Number two, Natalia. Now, Natalia, you can wrestle when you want to, when you make up your mind to. But you come dancing out there with that little hairdo making you look, when people look at you, face on, like little kitten's ears. Come on. Oh my. Cat's ears. Natalia, the only thing you're acting like right now is an alley cat. That's what I said. An alley cat. Now let's move on to the wrestling itself. Labor Day evening, Raw in Greenville. Of course, they got a lead out with The Miz and his coming out and talking crap about the other wrestlers. And when they come out to front him, He gets the other wrestlers fighting with them that came out to confront him, and he runs like the fat little coward he is. Yep, like the fat little coward he is. Come on, WWE, get the man a new act. Oh, but wait a minute. If I remember right, about 10 minutes after that happened, they put him in a tag team match. And if I remember correctly, he got his backside stomped good. So good that he got pinned. Now, Miz, it's like I've always believed. Your little lady wasn't out there to help you. And you got stomped. As I've always believed. If she ain't out there, you'd lose over half the matches you're put in. Yes, sirree. Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil that night comes out there in a match with one of the littlest fellas around. And he's proud of himself that he just tore that little fella up. Titus, I believe when they put him in there with you and they're your size, you got problems, babes. I think you're about 75% mouth, 25% wrestler. When they're equal to you, I think the only way you win was if WWE rigged it for you to win. That's what I said. The only way you'd win is for WWE to rig it up for you to win. Now let's move on to SmackDown the next night. Of course, start out with Kevin Owens coming out there running his mouth. And of course, he gets called out as usual. And when he does, he pulls a Miz, jumps out of that ring and runs like the dickens. Come on, WWE. Why don't you see if you can't make a man out of Kevin Owens? His mama tried her darndest. That woman tried her darndest to make a man out of him, but couldn't. You know what? They put him out there in the match about 10 minutes after he run his mouth. And if I remember right, he got his tail end stomped royal and got pinned too. Come on, WWE. Either make a man out of him or give that title to somebody that deserves it. Good Lord. And what's with the Usos doing the bad boy act? Goodness, everybody loved them when they come out there just as theirself and got in there and wrestled. But now they're coming out there with the bad boy act. And oh my Lord, WWE, come on. Bringing back that screwball New Day. That screwball bunch New Day. With the same old trashy act you've had them doing for God knows how long now. Come on. Get the New Day out of vaudeville, WWE. That's supposed to be pro wrestling, not vaudeville. What really counted Tuesday night, May the 30th in Atlanta, Georgia, for WWE SmackDown was Randy Orton coming out to that ring. Randy Orton. Yep. And he sure got it right. Jinder Mahal running his mouth about the United States and its people is downright trashy. Randy Orton, I, for one, have got to salute you for standing up for your country and its people. Come on, WWE. Mahal come out there and represent India or anybody he wants to. But shut him up on the nasty talk about our country and our nation. He's sure happy to accept our money. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all I've got to say for tonight. And remember, what you've just heard are strictly my thoughts and my ideas when it comes to WWE. But you know, I sure would like to hear from you folks. Contact me to let me know what you're thinking as a fan. Come on, let's get together and talk. Well, good night, and may the good Lord bless and keep you.